Well, hey there, friendships. Welcome to Curtis's Corner. If you're new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner. It has been a while. I am back. I took some time off. I wasn't feeling the zone, but I am back with a vengeance. We are going to have some schedule switch-ups, as you can clearly see by the title of today's video, not being on a Friday, and that's how it's going to be. Film reviews on Mondays now for none other than Movie Mondays. We will have the Makeup Corner, is what I'm calling it, instead of Makeup Mondays, now on Thursdays, and I'm going to get back into the Scare Score, and I'm going to have some of those videos coming out in October as well. However, you are here for some fun stuff today. We have a brand new movie review coming up for you for none other than A Haunting in Venice. So if you are a fan of me, if you are a fan of makeup, if you're a fan of movie reviews, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a like. Stay tuned for the end of the video for a special announcement. Strap in and keep on watching. So like I said, we are talking about A Haunting in Venice. This film, when the first trailer came out, it was very much advertised as your stereotypical haunting ghost story type of film. Then there's a scene where you see this man who looks so familiar with his big giant old mustache, and you're like, oh, it's you. And then you knew it was going to be a murder mystery. This is the next film in the Agatha Christie style movies that have Detective Hercule Poirot. First being Murder on the Orient Express, the second being Death on the Nile, and now we have this one. It features Kenneth Branagh as Detective Hercule Poirot. There's Tina Fey in it. Jamie Dornan is in it. Michelle Yeoh is in this. Those are the big names that I know. I don't know any of the other actors or actresses that are in this film. However, the performances of everybody were great. Tina Fey honestly actually kind of stole the show for me, which is going to give this film a bit of a higher grade just based off of her performance alone. That being said, the story was fine. It wasn't anything to gawk at. It wasn't anything over the top and incredulous at all. It was a relatively basic story of someone loses their daughter, they hire a medium, and a famous writer hires Detective Poirot. Wow, Poirot. Why can't I say his name? Poirot. Detective Hercule Poirot. She hires the detective to prove that the medium is a fake. But there's a couple twists and turns throughout the film, but that's essentially the gist of it. Again, it's your stereotypical type of haunting story, but with a murder mystery aspect on it, which I give them kudos for trying to blend the two types of styles together. I just found in this, it wasn't quite up to par with other films that have blended horror and a different element that doesn't usually mesh with horror well, but they did it better. Visuals were nice. Jump scares were very, very, very limited. I think I jumped one time and it was like just because of a loud sound that happened, but they actually played on that. Otherwise, Michelle Yeoh's performance, I expected more from Michelle Yeoh for her role in this film, but what her character was and the focus of her character, there wasn't much to go off of. There wasn't enough to grip my attention to her for the length of the film that she's in. Like I said, Tina Fey stole the show. While she had, I would say, a fair amount of parts in it, every time she was on the screen, my attention went right to her. It doesn't matter what else was happening in that scene that she was in. If she was in it, my attention went to her because I found her character and her performance that she gave was eye-grabbing, and it kept my attention and it just drew me in right away. The Detective by Kenneth Branagh, he was okay. He gave the same type of performance as the previous two films. He's fine. I don't really have too much to critique about his performance because it's been consistent throughout the three films. The twist about how, I mean, obviously you know it's going to be a murder mystery because he's in it. The way that they were trying to make it turn into that twist definitely fell flat because not only did you reveal it in the trailer itself, they kind of took away the scary aspects of the place that he's investigating and it being haunted. They took that aspect away basically throughout the film. So the haunting aspect isn't actually even a thing anymore when you get about halfway through the film. And they really explain that it's not really a thing at the very end. You're just kind of like, so what was the reasoning for advertising it like this? I guess you can chalk it up to gimmick, but it wasn't a great one. The mystery behind the whodunit I was able to solve. I think it's pretty obvious. It's a very stereotypical trope I found that's in a lot of murder mysteries. So like I said, it's an okay film if you're wanting to just go out and have a fun little murder mystery type event and want to try your own take on trying to figure out who did the heinous acts that this story is revolved around. I would say save your money. We either wait for it to come out or go on a Tuesday when it's cheaper. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with it. It's fine. It's an okay film. It's nothing super special, okay? All of that being said, I'm going to give A Haunting in Venice a B-. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. If you did, like I said at the beginning, make sure to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be putting out weekly videos, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video, because if you don't, how else are you going to know when I post? You won't. So do it. So that big news that I mentioned at the beginning. I have a Patreon, and I also have a Ko-fi. Coffee? I don't know how to say it. I'm going to call it a Ko-fi because it's fun. Both links will be in the description below. You can support me on that. I will be posting different questions, polls, maybe some sneak peeks, behind the scenes things for you guys before videos come out. I want to get you guys more involved. So if you are interested, links are down below. Please, I would really appreciate if you go and support. It's not expensive. I promise you it is not expensive. I think it's like $2 US. I think that's the lowest that I can do. $2. Otherwise, the conversion to Canadian is $3. I don't know what the other conversions are, but otherwise it's no more than like $3 Canadian, or it's $2 US per month. That's it. A toonie per month. That's like a coffee. Speaking of coffee, that Ko-fi thing, coffee, I don't know. There's a little thing. It says, give a coffee to Curtis. That's me. I would really appreciate that coffee. But yes, please show support. Like I said, I would love if you supported me and got more involved. I want to get you guys more involved in the videos that I'm going to be doing, the types of videos that you want to see from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next video. But until then, goodbye, friendships.